Hello and welcome to the video. Right, many of you I'm sure will be aware that we are developing an app. We have mentioned it a few times and I thought it was time I put out a video explaining what's going on with that, where we're at with it, what we're trying to achieve, and just a big update really on our plans. Now, we have said that we had hoped to get something available for you to use by mid-September. I'm afraid that's not going to happen for two reasons really. One is, I'm completely new to app development and we are building this with an incredibly small team, and perhaps we were naive to how long this would take to develop. Plus, when you add in the fact that I've added so much functionality, and from the initial remit of what we were trying to create to what it's become, it's a much bigger project than it started out. So yeah, I'm afraid if you are waiting for this, it is not ready. We do, however, have version 1 running on Android. I now have an Android phone just so I can test the app on it, and I have version 1 in there running now. But we are only just getting that into testing, getting that out to people to start testing functionality and checking it works on all the different phones and operating systems, etc. And then we need to do the same for Apple. So you can see we're still a way off. Excuse my phone beeping over there. So I wanted to talk about what it is we're trying to achieve. I know a lot of people have been talking about this and getting excited about the potential of what we're going to create. So I thought it was worth making this video and explaining what we aim to achieve with this. And then there are things that you can do right now to help. And I'll get onto that at the end. The idea started with a need for, well, we would get messages all the time saying, Nick, how do you find these jumble trails you're going to every weekend? And there isn't an easy answer to that. We have lots of friends who would tell us about them. Andrea searches endlessly on Google and Facebook for them. You know, there is no quick solution for it. So that's what initially we wanted to create, just a place where people could go and share jumble trail events that were happening. So everyone could go to this one place, find out what was happening near them, and attend events. That quickly evolved to, well, if we're going to do that, should we try and solve some of the other problems around these jumble trail, yard sale trail, whatever you want to call them, those events, such as the functionality of the maps was always lacking. So we then thought about incorporating the maps within the app, and then we realized once we went down that road, why don't we build something where people could actually create the event within the app? And that kind of snowballed into an app that you can find, share and create yard sale events in it. That's what it was going to be, and we have pretty much achieved that now. But then this became, so it's a UK-wide interactive map-based app. And then we thought, well, if we're going to go that far, wouldn't it be great if we could have all of the UK's charity shops pinned on this map with their opening times, with their contact phone numbers? So if you're, let's say you're on holiday, as we were in Cornwall recently, you're in a new town, you don't know what's available. Wouldn't it be great to just open the app and it shows you where all the charity shops are, and then it can take you to them? So we're doing that. And then the logical thing was, well, what this really needs is all of the UK's boot sale locations pinned on it with their opening times, their fee structure, you know, the charges to get in, the charges to sell there, what their season is, and a link to their active Facebook page so you can check if they're on or not, because a lot of them are weather dependent, etc. So we're going to do that as well. So you can see that from an initial fairly simple idea about a place to share yard sale events, this has become I suppose if you had to sum up what we're trying to achieve, it is an app where a directory of places within the UK where you can buy or sell second-hand goods. That's it. So it's a big remit now. But we think we've achieved the technology. We have a massive, massive database of charity shop locations. And we are working on the car boot sale database of locations and information. And that's the area that right now you can help. So what you can do to help is super, super simple. If you can just put in the comment section below the name and the location of all the boot sales that you know of in your area. That would be amazing. Chances are we'll already have many of them, but there will be loads that we haven't found data for. So if you can do that, that will really help speed up the process. I mean, we'll get there eventually. We will find all of this information, but working as a community and helping in this way, you will really, hopefully, speed that up. So that would be fantastic. So just use the comment section below and just pop in, as I said, name and location, and we'll work out the rest from that. So I'm going to leave you on a bit of an idea about how we're going to proceed from here. So, as I said before, we have an Android version which is not finished, but we are using that to test some of the functionality right now. We have enough testers, so we don't need more people to come forward for testing. We have more than enough Android and Apple testers. We are now thinking, because we're going to miss the boot sale and yard sale season this year, we're not in a rush to get this out now. We're going to release it as soon as it is ready and we're happy with it, and then through the winter months, between us all, we can make sure the charity shop and boot sale information that's on there is up to date and it's accurate. And then, so we're going to have kind of a soft launch at some point between now and the next few months. And we'll just kind of launch it through the channel. We won't push it through, we won't start advertising it wider until we're coming into next year and we're getting ready for the next boot sale, yard sale season. So it's going to be, the way we're looking at it now is we're going to kind of soft launch this, and as a community make it as accurate and as useful and helpful as it can be for everybody. And then once we're happy with it all and the functionality is working as we all want it to, we will then push it like crazy and advertise it ready for next year's season. That's the plan. That's kind of where we're at with it. If you've got any questions, please pop them below. And like I said before, if you want to help, the one thing you can really do is just let us know about all the boot sales that you know of in your area. A name and a location should be enough for us to find more information on the internet. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.